I mean, we've done it ourselves. This one was done early, and it did stretch out the game. It was done in my old life with Bruce Bowen a lot. And then you're in a decision. Do you take him out of the game or do you roll with him? And tonight we decided to roll with Ben. And it's going to be part of his evolution. He's going to have a long career. He's going to have to learn to navigate through this.
What did you tell Ben before that or after the game or anything just about dealing with it mentally that this is going to happen?
Not a lot. I don't speak a lot to the guys after the game. You know, we'll all gather our thoughts and speak to him. I think in general, you know, you're sitting there on a sideline in the row I have, and, you know, you're pressed with a decision. And I was comfortable that this is what I'm doing. He's going to learn from this. We're going to grow him. He's going to be in the NBA for 15 years. He's going to have to navigate through this. And I thought at the end, I think he made 6 out of his last 8. I think he did a great job of, you know, dealing with that type of pressure. And I think that he will grow from this experience.
I asked Scott about it just now, and he said, hey, it's the NBA's rule, it's not mine. Do coaches, you know, you're feeling that it's used reluctantly as a...
You feel a little bit like you're cheating the game. You feel a little bit that you're taking something away from the fans. But the bottom line is you're doing it to win. And we will all do anything we can within the rules, as Scott says, to find a way to win. You know, we had great success doing that to DeAndre Jordan last year when we beat the Clippers. And the thing that I believe is it is such a copycat league. It's so well coached and well scouted that you would expect this to happen more and more. And as I said, it's going to be part of his growth. And as a team, we will learn how to deal with it better as well.
Did you ponder at any point pulling him out?
Oh, yeah.
Was it the way that he was missing free throws?
No, it's just the general notion. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, and you know it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. And so you sit there and you think about it. You know, you walk that slippery slope of how do I help my team win? How do I help a player grow? And sometimes they don't connect as easily as you would like. This one didn't. And well, see, this is the problem. You guys are going to walk away and write about Ben Simmons. I'm going to look at our defense. You know, this is where the story should be told. And so there is a subtitle underneath this with Ben Simmons, this is all true. But they had 48 points in the third period. And some of it I shake their hand, other bit there were, you know, lapses. You know, we had a few technicals, we had a few turnovers. That thing that happened at the end of the third where we, you know, 2 seconds left, I think we were up 22 or whatever we were up. You know, they fired, I think it was to Meeks, you know, and we foul them. I thought it was a poor call. But they called it, you know, 3 bam, bam, you know, that's how they go into the fourth. Those are the things that interest me the most. I get the global issue of Ben Simmons being fouled, the hacker Simmons. But it's deeper than that to me. You know, I'm looking at this and feeling this a little bit deeper than you know, just the Ben Simmons free throw thing.
How did you see you guys pull through in the end without Joel on the court?
I thought, you know, you're always looking at the clock because at 2 minutes that the hacker Ben thing's going to stop. And, you know, now what? And we could take Ben off the ball and run what we've been running pretty much for the whole year in crunch time situations. And we dropped Jared Bayless in that. And you had JJ and Dario doing what they did. And I thought the execution at the end of the game in some crunch time looks, when you're debating, are you going to call a timeout or are you going to do what you practice? And I decided we're going to go do what we practice. And they did a hell of a job of executing that. I was proud of how we executed down the stretch.
You touched on it a little bit that, of course, Ben's getting all the attention, but there are 4 other players on the court that had their continuity interrupted because of it. Would you draw the parallels of that strategy to the defense that you said was lacking in the third quarter?
There could be. you know, the game does change, and the game gets stretched out, and the rhythm of how people normally function on an NBA court is disrupted. It just stop, start, you know, stop, start, all that. And I think it does have some effect on your defense. But, you know, to me, that's not good enough. I'm going to go there first, and we're going to look at that and see where we had some lapses, some breakdowns. But we're pleased to get out of that gym with a win.
Brett, when you put all your starters back in late in the fourth, how much was the fact that you have another game tomorrow night without Joel on your mind, or were you just focused on get through this one?
That's all I cared about was tonight. I don't even, and really never have thought about, you know, the next night. There were times when we were up 20 whatever. I'm wondering, you know, if you could sit Joe, could you have him again? Because I can navigate through that, and that's just not part of his plan at the moment. But it's all about, you know, getting tonight done.
Right, in the first three quarters, did you like what you saw defensively from Joel, and especially being active on the back end and just kind of setting the tone?
For the large majority of the game, how could we all not say the defense is swarming? It's dominant. You know, they had low numbers every single period. And, you know, we are big. And I think our rules are simple but in place. And by and large, you know, I'm thinking the defense, no matter what we do on offense, we're going to be just fine. Like, we really looked and we felt physical, we felt good. And then it didn't feel so good for those 12 minutes. And I think some of it, to your point of, you know, the hacker Ben made it a funky type of rhythm to a game. But, yes, I felt great about our defense up until that fourth period.
Are you going to have TJ with you tomorrow?
I don't know, Keith. I don't know. My gut says no. My gut says no, and you know, that's a tough game, but we look forward to it in a twisted way. You're going into the Boston Garden. They're waiting for us. They haven't played, I don't think, for 3 days prior. I think the last game they lost to Detroit, and we'll go to Boston without Joe and TJ, and fight.